The first being Mr. Don O'Leary. Mr. O'Leary?
Hey, Commissioners. It's been a while. Good to see you again. I haven't heard back from you folks about the fluoride issue. I hope the information I supplied you folks with was helpful, and however you want to handle this, whatever that might be. But while we're on the subject of fluoride, I thought I would like to point out some other issues we're having with water in this county that I think is a severe problem. Actually, the timer's not going. Sometimes, you know. Oh, so I get more time. Great. Anyway,
Thank you, sir.
Apparently, I would imagine you're aware of this, but folks who are living outside of the Hillsborough limits are spending an exorbitant amount for water. A lot of folks I talk to are spending over $100, about $105 for their water bill, just because they're outside the border of Hillsborough, which I find absolutely ridiculous, for lack of a better word. I mean, I can't think of why anyone's water bill should be $105 for just for using the bare minimum. There's only three things that could possibly explain that, and that would be whoever's set this up and is pricing this. It's either blatant total incompetence or total blatant corruption, or any combination of the two. But for people who can barely afford to pay for their heat and their electric, to have to pay $105 for a basic water bill, I think we should at least investigate it somewhat and look into it and see if we could find a way to reasonably reduce these prices for some of these folks. I have a well, but my dog in this fight is not everybody has a well, and I know too many people who are just spending way too much for water. I was just hoping you might take a look at it and see if you could find any way to help out the community here and see if you can get those reduced. Pastor Ida Louise, she's living over here in Fairview, and her bills are exorbitant, and I think she's going to mention to you, what her situation is briefly. So, thank you. Have a nice night.
Mr. O'Leary, thank you for bringing that to our attention, but that's best addressed to the Hillsborough Town Board. The Orange County has nothing to do with water or sewer infrastructure or water rates.
Well, you still have say in it because of the fluoride that's in it. They're paying $105 a month for poison.
Well, we won't engage in a discussion of it at this point, but be aware. Go ahead.
It is toxic waste in her $105 a month water that she's paying for, and I think as a county commissioners, you should have some say or be able to regulate in some way what Hillsborough charges for water, and I'm sure you could regulate what Owasso charges for water too. There's got to, you guys are, Mr. and Mrs. Regulation here. I'm sure you could find a way to do something about this.
Thank you for bringing that to our attention. We'll take it under advisement. The next person signed up is Ida Evans Lawson. I'm sorry.
John Roberts wants to
Okay, I'm sorry. Ms. Lawson, if you hold just one moment, I think our attorney wants to address this.
Well, just to help Mr. O'Leary understand it, and the board if you don't, Hillsborough is statutorily authorized to charge an extra amount on their water rates for those who live outside Hillsborough's jurisdiction. The reason being to pay for the infrastructure that it costs to go outside their corporate limits. It's not just Hillsborough. All towns that have water systems are authorized to do that, and it's not something that the county can impact. It is something that the state legislature has granted to towns.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate that information. Okay, Ms. Lawson.
I've heard a lot, so I think I've heard some of my answers, but I am a concerned citizen. I've been here 73 years, and I'm from here. And I know a lot of you are new people, and I don't even know you, but I'm glad to meet you. I've been on the planning board and different boards, and I always come out and speak up for what I know. But right now, he mentioned about my water. I admit that my water is about $105 a month, and I wasn't paying but $20-some, and I didn't understand. So I've been down and talked to Margaret, and I think they're looking into it, or Mrs. Overman or somebody like that is looking into something. She said it seemed like I had to open a can of worms. There's something going on out there at Fairview, and it does need to be corrected because there's a lot of us older people there. I mean, I don't even get my trash picked up. I got to pay somebody to take that off. And it's just a whole lot of stuff. But I was just asking another friend back there. They remodeled my house. I say, am I on town sewage? I could see it if I'm on, but I'm not sure. But I'm going to find out. When they did my house, did they put me on town sewage? I had a septic tank. But I don't think it's fair for me to pay more than my share. I am on a fixed income.
Yes, thank you very much, Ms. Lawson. I think you're approaching it correctly by taking it with the town. Thank you.